Let's talk about something that's been on your mind for a long time. Something that's probably been frustrating, confusing, and even painful. You're a chosen one. You've always felt different. You've always known deep in your soul that you were meant for something more. You've been given gifts, insights, and wisdom that most people can't even begin to understand. But despite knowing all this, you struggle to make money. It's like no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, the financial abundance that seems to come so easily to others slips through your fingers. And it doesn't make sense, right? You're on a spiritual path. You're doing the inner work. You're helping others. But when it comes to material success, you're hitting a wall. Why? Why do chosen ones struggle with money? Why does it feel like the universe is testing you? I'm here to tell you that it is a test, but not the kind of test you're thinking. It's not about whether you deserve abundance. It's not about whether you're good enough. The struggle you're going through is part of a much bigger plan, and once you understand this, everything will start to make sense. Let's dive deep. First, let's address the elephant in the room: money. Money is energy. It's neither good nor bad. It's neutral. But what makes it powerful is the meaning we attach to it. For most people, money is simply a means to an end. It's survival, it's comfort, it's freedom. But for chosen ones, money takes on a different meaning. Money. You see, you're not here to follow the same path as everyone else. You're here to break the mold. You're here to shift consciousness, and because of that, money is not going to come to you in the same way it comes to others.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Ask yourself this deep question: what is my relationship with money? I want you to really sit with that for a moment. Do you see money as something you need, something you're chasing? Or do you see it as something that naturally flows to you as you step into your purpose? Because here's the truth. Money, like everything else in this universe, responds to your energy. And if your energy is one of scarcity, fear, or desperation, then that's the reality you're going to create. But it's not just about mindset. It's deeper than that. It's about your soul's journey and the specific lessons you're here to learn. You see, as a chosen one, you've been given a unique set of challenges in this lifetime. And one of those challenges is learning how to navigate the material world while staying aligned with your spiritual mission. The struggle with money is not a punishment, it's a refinement. It's a way for you to develop a higher relationship with abundance, one that's not based on greed, control, or attachment, but one that's based on flow, trust, and divine timing. Think about it. If you were handed everything you wanted right away, if money just poured into your life effortlessly, you might be tempted to lose yourself in the material world. You might start to prioritize comfort over purpose, security over growth. And that's not why you're here. You're here to transcend the material world, not get lost in it. And the struggle with money is forcing you to do just that. It's forcing you to ask yourself, what is truly important to me, What am I willing to sacrifice in order to stay on my path? Now, let's get into the next layer. Who are they? I said earlier that this struggle is a test from them, but who are we talking about? When I say them, I'm talking about the higher forces guiding your journey. You can call them your spirit guides, your ancestors, or the divine. Whatever resonates with you, these beings are watching over you, and they are deeply invested in your growth. They see the bigger picture. They know why you've been put on this earth, and they're not going to let you stray from your path, even if that means putting obstacles in your way. So, when you struggle to make money, it's not because you're not good enough. It's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because they are making sure you stay focused on your mission. They're making sure you don't get distracted by the shiny objects of the material world. They're making sure you don't forget who you are. And that can be frustrating, I know. It can feel like you're being held back, like the universe is against you. But it's actually the opposite. The universe is for you. It's just that they see things that you can't see yet. Let me ask you another deep question. What would you do if money was no longer an issue? Think about that carefully. If you had all the money you needed, would you still be as committed to your spiritual path? Would you still be as focused on your purpose? Or would you start to drift? Or would you start to prioritize comfort and luxury over growth and service? Be honest with yourself, because they know the answer to that question, and that's why they're testing you. And they want to make sure that when abundance does come, you're ready for it. They want to make sure that you've built the inner strength, the discipline, and the clarity to handle it. Here's the thing. The universe isn't going to hold back abundance from you forever. In fact, there's a lot of abundance waiting for you. But it's not going to come through traditional means. It's not going to come through struggle, force, or manipulation. It's going to come when you've fully aligned yourself with your purpose. It's going to come when you've let go of your attachment to money and fully surrendered to the divine plan for your life. So, how do you get there? How do you pass this test? The first step is to shift your focus. Stop seeing money as the goal. Stop seeing financial success as the measure of your worth. Instead, focus on your mission. Focus on what you're here to do. When you align with your purpose, the universe will provide for you in ways that you can't even imagine. Opportunities will come out of nowhere. Resources will flow to you effortlessly. But it's not going to happen until you fully let go of the need for it. I know this sounds counterintuitive. We've been taught that we need to hustle, grind, and push to make things happen. But that's not how the universe works, especially for chosen ones. For you, it's about flow, not force. It's about trusting that everything you need will come to you at the right time, in the right way. And the more you can relax into that trust, the more abundance you'll experience. So, I'll leave you with this question. Can you trust the process, even when it feels like nothing is happening? Because that's the real test. It's easy to trust when things are flowing, when money's coming in, when everything is going according to plan. But can you trust when everything feels stuck? Can you trust when it feels like the universe has forgotten about you? Because if you can hold that faith, even in the darkest moments, that's when the real magic happens. Let's take a deep breath and dive into something that might surprise you. The struggle you're facing right now, this constant battle to make money, to stay afloat, to feel like you're moving toward financial freedom, isn't just some random obstacle in your path. It's not a punishment. It's not because you're doing something wrong. In fact, it's the opposite. This struggle is exactly what's shaping you for the kind of abundance you're destined for. I get it. You might be thinking, how can this struggle, this frustration, this endless cycle of trying and failing be preparing me for abundance? But here's the truth. You are being refined for something far greater than you can comprehend right now. And that refinement doesn't happen in comfort. It doesn't happen when everything is smooth, easy, and predictable. It happens in the fire. It happens in the moments when you feel like giving up, when you're pushed to your limits, when you're forced to dig deep and find out who you really are. So let's ask the deep question that most people are afraid to ask themselves. Who are you when the money isn't flowing? Who are you when things aren't working out the way you planned? Are you still connected to your purpose? Are you still committed to your vision? Or do you let the lack of financial success define your worth? The reason this is such a powerful question is because the higher forces guiding your journey, are using this financial struggle as a tool to reveal your true self. They are stripping away the layers of ego, of fear, of attachment to external validation. They are pushing you to a place where you have no choice but to rely on something deeper than money, deeper than success. They are pushing you to rely on your soul. Think about it. If everything came easily, if money flowed into your life without effort, would you be as motivated to do the inner work? Would you be as driven to discover your true purpose? Would you be as focused on developing the spiritual strength that you need to fulfill your destiny? Probably not. Comfort has a way of keeping us stagnant. It lulls us into a false sense of security, making us forget that we're here for something much bigger than just paying the bills or living a comfortable life. And this is where most people get stuck. They think that the absence of money means they're failing. They think that financial struggle is a sign that they're not on the right path. But for chosen ones, people like you, it's a sign that you're being prepared for something greater. You see, money is just a small part of the bigger picture. The real abundance, the real wealth, comes from aligning yourself with your higher purpose. And once you fully step into that purpose, the money will come. But it won't come in the way you expect. It won't come through force or manipulation. It will come through alignment. Let me ask you something. What if the financial struggle you're facing is actually a blessing in disguise? What if it's forcing you to get crystal clear on what you're really here to do? What if it's pushing you to develop skills, resilience, and inner strength that you wouldn't have developed otherwise? What if it's teaching you to trust the universe in a way that you never have before? Because that's what's happening. Every time you face a financial setback, every time you feel like you're stuck, you're being given an opportunity to deepen your trust, to trust that the universe has a plan for you, to trust that they are guiding you in the direction you need to go, even if it doesn't make sense right now, to trust that abundance is already yours and that the struggle is just a stepping stone on the path to claiming it. Well, here's the catch. You can't skip the struggle. You can't bypass this part of the journey, because the struggle is where the growth happens. The struggle is where you become the person who can handle the abundance that's coming your way. Think about it like this. If you were handed $1 million right now, without having gone through the financial struggles you're currently experiencing, would you know how to manage it? Would you have the discipline, the discernment to use that money in a way that's aligned with your higher purpose? Or would you squander it, get distracted by the material world and lose sight of why you're here? They know the answer to that question, and that's why they're holding back the abundance for now. They're waiting for you to fully step into your power, to fully align with your purpose, to fully trust the process. Only then will the financial abundance flow into your life in a way that's sustainable, meaningful, and aligned with your soul's mission. So, the next time you find yourself stressing about money, the next time you feel like you're failing because the financial success hasn't manifested yet, I want you to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing the struggle as a sign that you're not good enough, see it as a sign that you're being prepared. Instead of seeing the lack of money as a problem, see it as an opportunity to deepen your trust, to strengthen your faith, and to clarify your purpose. Because here's the truth. The universe is never going to abandon you. You are a chosen one. You are here for a reason. You are being guided every step of the way, even when it feels like nothing is happening. And the financial challenges you're facing right now are part of that guidance. They are shaping you into the person you need to be in order to receive and sustain the abundance that's coming your way. So, let me leave you with this question. Can you embrace the struggle as part of your spiritual growth? Can you trust that the financial challenges you're facing are actually preparing you for something greater? Because once you fully grasp this truth, everything will start to shift. The struggle won't feel like a burden anymore. It will feel like a blessing. And that's when the real magic happens. Now that we've explored how your financial struggles are shaping you for greater abundance, let's shift our focus to something even more profound: the connection between inner alignment and outer abundance. This is where the real transformation happens. It's not just about understanding that your struggles are part of a bigger plan. It's about realizing that the key to unlocking financial freedom starts from within you, not outside of you. let me ask you a question. What does financial freedom mean to you? Most people think of it as having enough money to do whatever they want, whenever they want. And while there's nothing wrong with that, for chosen ones like you, financial freedom is about so much more than just money. It's about being free from the attachment to money. It's about being free from the fear of not having enough. It's about stepping into a state of flow where money becomes a tool for your purpose, not something that controls or defines you. You see, the universe operates by laws that are deeper than we often realize. One of those laws is that inner alignment creates outer results. What this means is that your external reality, including your financial situation, is a reflection of your internal state. If deep down you're still holding onto fear, scarcity, or doubt, those energies will manifest in your outer world as financial struggle. But when you shift into a state of trust, purpose, and alignment with your higher self, your outer world, including your relationship with money, will naturally begin to shift as well. So, how do you actually align yourself with this energy of abundance? Let's break it down. First, it's important to release any limiting beliefs you have about money. This is crucial because your beliefs shape your reality. If, on an unconscious level, you believe that money is hard to come by, or that spiritual people shouldn't be wealthy, or that you don't deserve abundance, then no matter how hard you work, no matter how many opportunities come your way, you'll find a way to block the flow of money into your life. These limiting beliefs are like invisible walls that keep you trapped in the cycle of scarcity. So, take a moment and ask yourself, what beliefs am I holding onto about money? Are they serving you? Are they aligned with the truth of who you are and the abundance that the universe wants to give you? If not, it's time to let them go. You're not here to live in scarcity. You're here to experience abundance, not just for yourself, but so you can uplift others, so you can use your resources to make a positive impact in the world. But here's the thing. Letting go of limiting beliefs isn't just a mental exercise. It's a spiritual practice. It requires you to go deep within yourself and identify where those beliefs are coming from. Maybe they were passed down to you by your family. Maybe they were ingrained in you by society. Or maybe they're a result of past experiences where you felt like you didn't have enough. Whatever the source, it's time to release them. And the way you do that is through awareness and choice. When you become aware of a limiting belief, you have the power to choose differently. You don't have to let that belief control you anymore. You can replace it with a new belief, one that's aligned with abundance, one that's aligned with trust, one that's aligned with the truth that you are worthy of receiving all the support that the universe has to offer. Now, let's talk about trusting the flow of life. This is where many chosen ones get stuck. You've probably been taught that you need to hustle, grind, and constantly be in action to make things happen. And yes, there's a time for action, but there's also a time for trust. For chosen ones, financial freedom doesn't come from forcing things to happen. It comes from being in alignment with your purpose and trusting that the universe will provide for you as you walk that path. Ask yourself this question: am I trusting the process, or am I trying to control it? Because when you try to control, when you operate from a place of fear or scarcity, you cut yourself off from the flow of abundance. You tighten your energy, you close yourself off, and money can't flow to you in the way that it's meant to. But when you trust, when you let go of the need to know exactly how things are going to work out, and you focus on staying aligned with your purpose, that's when the universe steps in. That's when opportunities, people, and resources start to flow into your life effortlessly. Trust doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means taking inspired action from a place of alignment. It means listening to your inner guidance and following the signs that the universe is sending you, even when they don't make logical sense. It means trusting that when you're on your path, everything you need will come to you at the right time in the right way. But here's where it gets really interesting. Alignment isn't just about trusting the universe. It's about trusting yourself. It's about trusting that you are capable of receiving abundance. It's about trusting that you are worthy of it. It's about trusting that you have something valuable to offer the world and that the universe wants to support you in sharing that gift. So let me ask you this: are you ready to fully trust yourself? Are you ready to step into the truth of who you are without holding anything back? Because when you do that, when you fully align with your purpose, when you fully trust yourself, the universe will respond. And that's when the financial freedom you've been seeking will start to manifest in ways you never imagined. It's not about chasing money. It's about aligning with your purpose and allowing money to be a natural byproduct of that alignment. It's about releasing the fear, the doubt, the scarcity, and stepping into a state of flow, trust, and abundance. And here's the beautiful part. The abundance that's coming your way is not just for you. It's for the people you're here to serve. It's for the impact you're here to make. It's for the mission you're here to fulfill. And the more you align with that mission, the more resources the universe will provide to support you. So, let me leave you with this final question for today. Can you let go of the need to control and fully trust in the flow of life? Because when you can, when you truly surrender to the divine plan for your life, that's when the magic happens. That's when the doors to abundance open. And that's when you step into the financial freedom that's already waiting for you. We've journeyed through some deep truths together, and now we're at the final stage. You've been through the fire of financial struggles. You've started to understand that it's all part of your spiritual refinement, and you're beginning to see that true abundance comes from inner alignment. But now it's time to talk about manifesting that abundance in a tangible, material way. It's time to bring everything we've talked about together and make the final shift toward financial empowerment as a chosen one. The key to manifesting abundance isn't just about thinking positive thoughts or visualizing checks in the mail. While those things can be helpful, they're only a small part of the process. The real magic happens when you embody abundance, when you live, breathe, and act from a place of already being abundant, even before the physical evidence has shown up. This is where most people get stuck. They wait for the money to show up before they feel abundant. But as a chosen one, you have to flip that script. You have to be abundant first, and then the money will follow. So, let's start with this crucial question. How can you embody abundance right now, even if your bank account doesn't reflect it yet? This may sound counterintuitive, but the universe responds to your vibration, not your circumstances. If you're constantly feeling lack, scarcity, and fear about money, that's what you're vibrating out into the world, and that's what you'll continue to attract. But if you can shift your inner state, if you can start feeling abundant, grateful, and empowered now, you send out a completely different signal, and that's the signal that attracts wealth, opportunities, and resources. But how do you do that? How do you feel abundant when your financial reality seems to be telling you the opposite? First, it starts with gratitude. This isn't just about being thankful for what you have, although that's important. It goes deeper than that. Gratitude is a powerful energetic state that aligns you with the frequency of abundance. When you're grateful, you're telling the universe, I trust you. I know you're supporting me. I know that everything I need is already on its way. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already present in your life, and that shift in focus changes your vibration. So take a moment right now and ask yourself, what can I be grateful for in this moment? It could be something small, like the air you're breathing, the roof over your head, or the meal you just ate. Or it could be something bigger, like the fact that you're here on this path of spiritual growth, learning these lessons that are going to change your life forever. The more you practice gratitude, the more you align with the frequency of abundance, and the easier it becomes to manifest financial success. Next, let's talk about taking aligned action. This is where the spiritual meets the practical. Manifesting abundance isn't just about sitting back and waiting for the universe to deliver. You have to take action, but not just any action. Aligned action. Aligned action means taking steps that are in harmony with your higher purpose. It means moving forward with faith, even when you don't have all the answers, even when you don't know how everything is going to work out. Ask yourself, what is one aligned action I can take today that moves me closer to my purpose? It doesn't have to be a huge, life-changing step. It could be something small, like reaching out to a potential client, sharing your gifts with the world, or even just doing something that nourishes your soul. The key is to take action from a place of alignment, not from a place of fear or desperation. When you take action from a place of abundance rather than trying to chase or force money into your life, you open the door for the universe to meet you halfway. And here's something important to remember. Money is a byproduct of value. when you provide value to the world, when you share your gifts and talents in a way that helps others, money will naturally flow to you. This is why it's so important to be clear on your purpose and to align your actions with that purpose. When you're living in alignment with your soul's mission, you're automatically providing value to the world, and the universe will support you in that. This brings us to another key point: surrendering control. As chosen ones, we often feel the need to control every aspect of our journey. We want to know exactly how things are going to unfold, when the money is going to show up, and what steps we need to take to get there. But the truth is, the universe has a plan for you that's far bigger than anything you could imagine. And sometimes you have to surrender your need for control and trust that the universe is guiding you in the right direction. So, ask yourself, can I surrender my need for control and trust in the divine timing of my abundance? This doesn't mean giving up. It means letting go of the fear and anxiety around money and trusting that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Finally, let's talk about receiving. This is something that many chosen ones struggle with, especially when it comes to money. You're so used to giving, to being of service, to helping others, that you sometimes forget that you're worthy of receiving as well. But here's the thing, receiving is just as important as giving. In fact, it's part of the natural flow of abundance. You can't just give without opening yourself up to receive in return. Ask yourself, am I fully open to receiving abundance? Are you willing to let the universe support you? Or are you blocking that flow by believing that you have to do everything on your own? Being open to receiving means letting go of the belief that you have to struggle or sacrifice in order to be worthy of abundance. It means recognizing that you are already worthy simply because you exist. So here's the final question I want to leave you with. Can you step into a state of being where you are both giving and receiving in harmony, knowing that the universe is always supporting you? Because when you do that, when you embody this balance of giving and receiving, of trust and action, of gratitude and surrender, that's when you fully step into your power as a chosen one. That's when financial empowerment becomes not just a possibility, but a reality. This concludes our journey together. Remember, abundance is your birthright. You are not here to live in scarcity. You are here to thrive, to flourish, and to share your gifts with the world in a way that uplifts and empowers others. Trust the process, take aligned action, and know that the universe is always working in your favor. Thank you for being here, and may your path be filled with abundance, love, and purpose.